beautiful family, welcome back to your channel. We're going to jump right into this video. Hopefully I made an intro to it. In case I didn't, what we're going to be doing today is, a lot of you guys have asked me to shop my own home and redecorate some of the surface areas that I have here in my home. So we did this before, probably in every space I've ever lived, but you guys have asked for it and I'm here to give it to you. So all I'm going to be doing is literally swapping out what you already see. Okay. I think I'm going to do the entryway, this area, that area, and maybe the coffee table and that area, if the video is not super long. So again, all I'm going to be doing is swapping out different stuff in my home, and getting ideas for, or giving you ideas, I should say. Yeah, giving you ideas. Also, this is a good way to, okay, let's say, for example, we have this set up here, right? I'm all about how things look and flow, okay? How they look and how they flow visually to my eye. And again, I'm also into the different textures. I don't want all one look, one same look. I don't want it to look too put together. No, that's not what I'm looking for. I don't want it to be too tone on tone. Yeah. So different textures, different tones, different heights. I'm into that. So let's say you have a space like this and you love how you have it set up like this. But hey, I might want to change it out. I don't know. So you shop your own home and you find like items that are roughly in the same height area, right? And you use those pieces. If you want to just get all new stuff for your space, but you love the flow of your current look, like this right here, right? I know when I go out shopping, I'm going to look for something that has a little bit of height. I may look for something that, you know, has this same height or a different texture than this, so forth and so on, so that you can keep that same flow. So this is the first one, which is the dining room buffet. And we're going to swap it out. So we're going to do some YouTube magic. You guys seem to like the YouTube magic. So let's get started and see what we come up with. Okay, so here's how it started. Okay, so we have a clean base minus, except for the candle. Candle will stay because that's kind of like where that candle will always burn no matter what the decor is on there. So we're going to go ahead and add the first piece. Okay. I'm liking the height of that. I'm keeping with that same height on this side of the buffet. Now I'm going to add the next few pieces for height. So we're coming along. I feel like I need some color in the space, so let me add a little bit of color. And I feel like I want to add something unexpected to this space. And here's what I came up with. Let me know, what do you like the best? I can literally do this all day, okay? Again, a whole nother look. Everything was already from my house, so I haven't spent a dime. I want to swap one thing out just to give you an idea of how bringing in color in a very neutral area will draw the eye to that space. So let's swap one thing out. Same look, different color. I picked something that was still the same height in comparison to the height of the statue, this plant, the greenery, and I just basically changed the whole look of it because it's in a different container, as you can see. And yeah. And then the table looks like that. Okay, let's swap something else out. Okay, so I just brought back in the original pink flower, and I kept two things that have some height, but they're two different heights. The eye goes up and then it starts to come down and then it goes back up again. Here's grouping things in threes. I could add something here and because I already have something in a 3 over here. If I wanted to, something very small could go over here, and I would do it in gold. I don't think I have anything small in gold, y'all. I'm looking around right now. Hold on, I do have something. Okay, you probably can barely see it, but I just added a gold, my little beautiful bird. This right here is everything to me. And I felt like I needed gold over here because of this silver container and these silver candle holders. Again, I personally don't like when it's a bunch of that going on all the way across. Everything over here sparkly, shiny, the same texture. To me, it just gives off a super cold feel, and it cheapens the look of the space. So that's just how I interpret it, okay? And I know you can barely see it, but I can see it perfectly fine in here. So let me see if I can swap this out again for you guys. Okay, so I just added one of the little gold vases back in there, and I could add a pop of something else right there, but really small. Let me show you. And I just added the little white bird right there. And of course, if you are a less is more type of person, but again, let me say this too. This piece is super, super large. It's really, really big. So I have a lot of surface area that I can play with in this space. But if you are more simplistic, a less is more kind of a person, we can take some stuff away, or you can, I should say, you could do less on your surface area to get that look, you know, that less is more look. So let me just start taking stuff back away. Okay, so here's your less is more look here. And let me try something else over here. And last but not least, back to how it was. Okay, so let's move on to, let's go to the next piece, the TV console. Okay, so this is how I currently have it set up. I have the statue, the cable box, a candle, magnifying glass, and then those round candle holders in gold. So because the TV is about, it's about 20 inches of space between the top of this and the bottom of the TV. So I can't do a lot of tall stuff, which is why he, whatever it is, works perfect right there, because it doesn't close off the view to the TV. You know what I mean? So I don't want to go with something too tall that's, even if it's covering like the lower half, I don't want that because I'm a TV person. All right, so let's, so I'm keeping things kind of low on this piece. So let me see what I got in here. I'm looking around to swap out over here. First piece. Okay, a very less is more kind of a look. A lot of you guys that may ask the question about this cable hider. That does not bother me, the fact that you can see the white of this. I could have totally painted it the color of that wall, but that is not important to me, really. I just don't like the actual cords hanging down just haphazardly from behind the TV, like some people leave theirs for whatever reason. So I'm not bothered by this. I don't feel the need to have to hide it, but if you do, you could totally do something like that. For me, it just, it's too off balanced for me to have something that large in this space and then have this much space on the end. So if I had to move the cable cord down to here, again, which I totally could, I put it on either end and made it a little bit more hideable, but it just doesn't bother me. I don't feel like it interferes with whatever decor I got going on either. But if you know, if you're a stickler on that end of things, you know, we all have our little, things were just our little pet peeves. So if that bothers you, you could totally, you know, hang yours up in a more hideable or paint it or whatever you need to do. But that's just an idea to put something in front of it that could hide it for you. Okay, so I added some frames. If I was a picture person, this would be really cute. Like this will be enough. The little pictures, the candle holders, and even though that candle is right up, it's over there in the far corner, so I won't be too about that, but it is gonna bother me. Anyway, I'm just giving you ideas. So that's one way to design a little thing. Okay, too much tall stuff. I need something in this space right here visually, because I like to go up, down, and then back up. So let me add something here. Okay, so all I did was add this gold spiky thing, and for me, that's enough. That's enough. I have my gold on this side and my gold on this side. I'm just a gold person, in case you know, wasn't aware of that. I'm a gold girl. And then I have a little bit of shine over here to kind of break that up a little bit. So the little gold spiky thing is all I added. Excuse me. And by the way, this thing is huge. Here's my hand. Here's spikes. It's one of the really big ones. Home Goods, by the way. Okay, let's see if I can figure something else out. Because it's lacking, well, I would prefer some color if I'm going to go with this, like this, but it's okay. It's totally fine. But let me see what else I can, how else I can play around with it to change it up. Okay, so I just added in my box of forever candles. Roses, excuse me. The forever roses. Okay, let's swap it out again. And this is my final look. Pop of color, still something high on this end, something high on this end, candle burning. It's definitely a vibe. Okay, so let's move on to the entryway console area. Okay, here's my entryway table. And I never really changed this, so this is how it's currently fixed up. This is literally where I come and I drop my keys. I have peppermints, and there's one little starburst right there. My wax melt. I love those. I never can. What are those? What are you, bird? I don't know, y'all. What are they? Somebody, I know what they are, but I just can't think of it. Is it a flamingo? I think it's a flamingo. Okay. And then the hot pink orchid. So this is how she's looking. Okay. And I'm really nervous about staging this. You know how when you love something just the way it is, like you just don't feel like it needs to be changed? I'm really nervous about my entryway table. Like, this is so welcoming to me. Hey, come on in. This is a happy house. This is full of positive energy. You can only come in, hey, if you're positive. Okay. All right. Go ahead, Sharon. Oh my goodness. Everything is disappearing. Okay. Let's start decorating it. I'm so nervous, y'all. Y'all don't understand. I know I can put everything back when I turn the camera off, but why am I in a panic right now? Like, for real, y'all just don't understand. Okay, let me bring back in the first item. Okay. She is guarding the door, keeping evil spirits from coming in and energy. And lastly, the less is more. Look. This is the less is more. Okay. And lastly, it's back to how it was originally. Except I added these 2 stools. I have had them there, well, underneath this, I should say, before. And then I moved them out, so I'm just putting them back. And people actually put their shoes in this closet when they come in, so yeah. Okay, you guys, so that is going to bring this video to an end. I hate to leave you now, but I got to go. Okay, you guys, make sure you thumbs up the video. That lets me know that you really like these types of videos so that I can continue making them for you. Hopefully you got some ideas from some of the different stylings or how to style using height variation and as well as different textures in your space or on your space or whatever the case is. Hopefully it helped. Let me know which one was your favorite one. I mean, down below. Just for fun, okay? And I will see you beautiful family members in the next video. Sorry I wasn't on camera. This was kind of impromptu in a way, but yeah. So Sharon loves you, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Bye.